Walks by me every day. No? Pod with Greg on Friday.
Gigi late every day.
But the podcast that's stolen your heart. JustAConvo is our name.
Trash.
You mad?
What am I mad about?
I don't know.
I'm actually pretty happy. Yeah, not really. Yeah, a little bit.
I don't even know. Well, this is the beginning, so we could cut it out if you don't want to.
What?
But do you think that when you are dealing with someone and they know you pod, there's a possibility that your content and the way they respond might change?
No. I think I live a very transparent life. What I say is what I say. How I feel is how I feel.
Okay.
If you don't like it, then have a conversation about
Well,
it.
I don't think it's anything about anything anyone doesn't like, but do you feel like it's a possibility that you may even water down some content?
No. Because this was here before.
So what? Change is change.
I don't think.
Like you're still open to like talking about like your sexual endeavors, stuff like that.
Yeah, because I would imagine that we've already talked about those things, so it's nothing new. And if you've listened to like the pod, is not something I hide, except for my professional life.
Okay.
But it's not something I hide. So if you want to listen to it, just go listen to it.
Okay, so anyone that you decide to like pursue, you tell them that you have a podcast.
Absolutely.
I don't.
Why not?
I just no.
That is another subscriber. That is another listener. Even if we don't work out, shit, you
Someone's gonna be listening. You know what? I thought about that, but then at the same time, which is very interesting. I should be going forth and saying that I'm a podcast. I do say that I'm a podcaster. I just usually don't
say you got a whole shirt that says the world greatest podcast.
Thank you. I know. I am. But yeah, I just don't. But I don't share me. But I'm starting to realize like how I promote a podcast without telling people I'm on a podcast, and then not tell them the show that I'm on.
Yeah, I lead with it. No, I don't lead with it, but
Yeah.
Because one, my Friday nights are taken up.
Yeah.
So it's like
mine's too.
What are you doing on a Friday night?
Yeah,
I got a podcast to record.
Yeah, no matter what the time is.
The nuisance that sits to my left. You know, I used to have a hard time with left and right.
Really?
I used to have to go.
But that's not even the right love.
See? It's okay.
It's okay. I kind of felt that way too, especially when it came to cars.
What do you mean?
Because like the blinkers.
Please elaborate.
Like down is left, up is right. The blinkers in the car when you're trying to make a right or left, your signals.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And I don't really use them, so.
You don't.
I just think if there's nobody behind you, directly behind you, what's the point?
Because until they are.
If they're directly behind me, I'm using it because that's courteous.
Right.
But if I'm on a highway and there's nobody on that shit, I'm not wasting energy by flicking a flick up and down.
You know what? I can understand what you're saying, but you don't do that all the time. There's other cars surrounding you, maybe not immediately behind you, but there are cars surrounding you.
I need you to not tell people how I drive.
Well, I thought you were being transparent. I'm just saying. And I don't think you're just driving for others. You're driving for yourself.
Banter. All right. Good Ooh, what is a good banter question?
I don't know, but I had some more things to say about what I had to say, but here we are, because it's whatever.
What you had to say?
Well, we just talked about you.
What else you need to say about my driving?
I didn't say anything about driving. I was talking about when you meet someone and sharing that you have a podcast.
Oh, my bad. What else you had to
That's
say?
what I was focused on.
We transitioned, and I didn't know that we were still there. What else you would tell? What else you need to tell somebody?
That, like, this podcast, not saying that I don't, well, obviously I want to share with the world, but this podcast is really for me. And I don't know if it would never hinder me with saying what I want to say. Yeah, no, it wouldn't even matter. But at the same time, this is my safe space where I might vent about things that people don't really, that's in my day-to-day, need to know. Especially like people.
Problems up here?
What happened?
Would you bring your relational problems up here?
I have.
Oh shit, you have.
I have a few times.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah. Shoot. I gave y'all scenarios and everything.
That is true.
Yeah. It's just, wow. Yeah. A few.
A few. Shout outs to you.
No.
Look at you. Gigi is the most vulnerable person of the year. Shout outs to you. Maybe your old tag was just applause.
Yeah. Those are good times. Those are good times. Great content.
Good times.
All right, banter, Greg.
Banter. Okay. So, I'm going to stay in the vein of the food we just ate. What you want to tell them what you just ate?
No, but I just feel like that's so wrong.
What's wrong?
Okay, let me hear the question and then we'll go from there.
No, I want to know where your mind was going.
I don't know because I'm just like, I have to see the correlation.
No, I want to know where you're going first.
I know what we ate, and so I don't see outside of
this could be a banter question?
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay, so the banter question is, actually it's two questions.
You didn't toast me.
Sure.
It's in our
three. It's a three question. Three questions. 3-part question. Right?
Wow, that happened really fast for a person that didn't have banter.
Who said I didn't have banter? Yo, I don't know. What's up with you? You don't believe in me? That's what it is? You don't believe?
That's what you believe, Greg?
No. Okay, so first question. What is your go-to from the Chinese store? Full meal.
Okay. Shrimp and broccoli.
Really?
With
we
chicken
ordered
wings.
a lot of Chinese food together. I've never seen you once order shrimp and broccoli.
Yes, you have.
No.
I brought it over here.
When?
Because I don't like the shrimp and broccoli over here.
Oh. Okay.
Shrimp and broccoli with fried rice or shrimp fried rice, no vegetables, and decided to order chicken wings.
That is surprising. The chicken wings is not. But the shrimp and broccoli, I've never seen you order shrimp and broccoli.
Really?
Learn something new every day.
Oh, because yeah, no. I wouldn't even say that. That's not even my go-to. It just happened to be like I don't know, when I'm here. Because I don't eat that at home.
What do you eat at home?
Shrimp and broccoli. And side order the chicken wings.
Okay. That's still surprising. So for me, go with the boneless spare ribs.
Yeah, that's why I get it. That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's my go-to.
Because of you. But that's not what I want.
You saying I'm influential?
Yeah, I also believe that you're the reason why I curse.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I wasn't cursing. I wasn't cursing before I met you as much.
So you're saying I'm a bad influence?
Not even met you, but like reintroduced.
Tell the world that Greg is a bad influence on Gigi.
World, I think that Greg has a high influence on people when he spends a significant time with them. And sometimes it's really positive, inspirational even.
But not for Gigi, because I make her curse.
Toxic.
Toxic? What?
You make me curse. Words have power.
I do not make you curse.
Okay.
You have a vulgar mouth.
No, I can be vulgar without cursing.
I never said you couldn't. but you have a vulgar mouth.
But that
you
doesn't
just
mean
added curses
because
of you.
Please continue your answer, okay?
So,
Boneless spare ribs. Go ahead, girl.
now I feel like I need to curse every other word.
Don't do that.
We gonna bleep every other word. But yeah, boneless spare ribs, pork fried rice. You can keep all the vegetables except for when there's carrots and peas and shit. What the fuck is that?
But that's the vegetables.
Oh, I was thinking you was talking about like onions and scallions.
I like the scallions. I don't care for the onions. They be huge. They be big. Pieces
like
are just
Pause. But the peas and carrots and shit, nah, get that shit out of here.
Yeah, because they don't even be tasting right.
Nah, that shit tastes like
Frozen, yeah.
shit that you got at public schools and shit. Like, nah.
Public schools.
That shit nasty.
You could have said, I don't even know.
No.
Extra.
Anybody who went to a public school know what public school lunch tastes like. And I'm talking about before Michelle Obama.
Peas and the carrots?
Yeah.
Okay.
They came in aluminum trays.
Maybe.
Oh no, you was privileged.
What's the next question, Greg?
Next question. What is your favorite Chinese spot? And what made it your favorite Chinese spot?
Okay. Can I tell you about the one that I had?
Sure.
It was in Jersey City. It was right around the corner from my house.
Okay.
And I love that place. They love me. Actually, my go-to there was General Tso chicken and French fries.
General Tso.
And they used to put the General Tso sauce on my fries.
I bet you they did, because you always got your unique orders.
Yeah, and then like for my birthday, they would cook me my dish and I didn't have to pay for it. They got me a balloon for their birthday. I got them a balloon. Like, it was so cute. I really, really loved them. Then there was this time where I found out that they lived in New York. So like one time I drove them to the train station. But you see on what block I grew up on Jersey City.
You think your experience with your Chinese people is normal?
I don't know.
It's not.
Well,
No.
They were really, really dope.
You took your Chinese people to the train station.
Mm-hmm. And they'll be like, sometimes they'll like pack me up some food if they see me. Yeah, they're really dope. I would stop by just to say hi. They were really, and then what?
Because I wanted to be racist, but I can't.
That's for every places. I have a spot like that in Burger King in Maplewood. You know,
yes.
Yo, they love me in there.
Oh my gosh.
They do.
Yo, how?
I don't know. I'm just me.
For anybody who grew up in the hood, right?
Okay.
Who has this kind of relationship with their Chinese people?
I don't know. I mean, it seemed natural for us. I would see them all the time.
That's not normal, yo. Shout outs to you for getting cool with the Asians.
Yeah, I love them.
Asian power, I love
But that was but they closed down. Like, I haven't seen them in years.
They survived the pandemic.
This was even before the pandemic. This was when was I driving the Benz? High school.
Y'all hear that?
It was my mama car.
Nope. Can't take it back now.
It wasn't my car, y'all. It wasn't my car.
Can't take it back now.
Because that was the car that I would be using. I didn't really have a car, but sometimes my mom will let me have the car.
When was I driving the Benz?
Yeah, because I know that time of my life. I know what I'm driving now.
What was that time I was driving the Benz?
Anyways, the one that I want to go to now is... Do we say the name where it is?
You want to?
Excuse me. Well, it's because you don't really promote them because they're not always good.
They closed down now. What are you promoting? A closed business?
Oh, I don't. It was like Panda Kitchen, but that was in Jersey City. I'm talking about the one that's open now. The one that's closed doesn't matter.
Oh, I'll go to Panda House in Jersey City.
No, there's a one, Blue Ocean. That's why I was laughing, because obviously it'd be blues.
Blue Ocean, I think it was good that one time because we thought the fried chicken was like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
spectacular.
the chicken was hitting, and then now the
Now it
chicken
just
don't hit no more. And I told you I want to cross the street.
I'll
I
never
fed
get
up
to it.
with when the time I brought us across the street.
Oh, so it's okay.
Yeah, it was okay.
I think Panda House in Jersey City is top-notch Chinese food.
Where's that?
On Montgomery.
You always be trying to go in places where there's no parking.
So?
I'm not wasting my time doing that. Even when you told me about the sub place, like, Greg, who going in and stopping their car trying to find parking just to go get it? No.
You asked me.
Yes.
That's your fault.
Well, I'd rather you just bring it to me at this
Yeah.
point. Because you got the patience and not even patience. You have the entitlement that you could just stop anywhere, put your hazards on, and you go do your business. Okay.
That is not true.
So you drive around the block and look for parking?
There's a parking lot across the street.
That parking lot got like 6 parking spots.
And I've always been fortunate enough to get one. The fuck?
All right. Why do you like Panda House?
Cause it was good. It was like, it was dirty, but it was still good. Anytime Chinese food is too clean is a problem for me.
Yeah,
Ever
because
had, like, yellow rice from a Chinese store?
Yeah, like when it's like super, like even the chicken don't even got like a dark tint to it. Like it's just light. And it don't really got taste. It's very bland. Mm-hmm. It don't have character.
Yeah, it don't.
Yeah.
And like the general, do you say so or so?
I said
so.
General So.
Is it so? Toso?
General
so?
Toso. I was saying it right
so?
when I was General Toso chicken.
I thought it was so.
Well, so? Let's move on.
Wait, no, come on.
What?
Indulge me.
Oh, okay.
Is it so?
I don't know. General Toso chicken. That was what I used to eat with French fries, and I used to drizzle a sauce on it.
How did they make the sauce for just the fries? I thought you needed the chicken to make the sauce.
Well, you making the chicken, then you make extra sauce with the chicken.
Eat the red pepper that came with the chicken?
No.
Why not?
I don't like the vegetables.
But this is the red. You never wanted to see how, like, if you could survive the heat.
You know what? I haven't.
Don't do me. Don't talk to me like that. You got a whole episode to get through.
I know, and I'm just like, this is not
This
it.
is probably not enough.
No.
Yeah.
Let's just keep. Come on, Greg.
Okay, last question. What is your favorite? Because you into these fucking fortune cookies. What best message you saw?
It told me to tell the person to my right to shut the fuck up. You get on my nerves, Greg. Let's move on. Let's do topics. I don't want to do this anymore.
Oh my god! Yo, that's messed up.
No.
Why am I succumb to this abuse?
Okay.
On this episode?
No, you came in here guns blazing. Don't act brand new and innocent now. No.
First off, I feel like I deserve some grace.
For what?
You
see? Here we are.
You're not gonna tell the people what was your favorite
the fortune
cookie message? I'm just mad you told me shut the fuck up. I ain't over that.
I told you make me curse, Greg.
I did not say Gigi cursed me out.
I didn't. I just told you what the fortune cookie told me to the person to my right.
If it's that specific, then
we've seen fortune cookies that have been specific. Yeah. So don't be mad at it. Told me to tell you. Shut up.
Good one today.
Okay. My thing is, I think I remember mine.
Mine was laugh and
cry. Yeah.
Good for the soul.
Yes.
Good for the mind.
Yes, something like that. That's good. Yeah.
It's true. Yo, if you gotta cry, go cry.
Yes. And if you wanna laugh and cry, do that too.
I laugh and cry all the time.
I've never seen that. Don't do it. I guess I don't even remember all the fortune cookies, but if we're gonna talk about what I saw,
you make me open them shits up every fucking time. You don't remember not one of them?
See, your tone. Why are you cursing?
Because you just told me to shut the fuck up.
Why you talking about old shit?
Because, see, look, you still cursing. Watch your mouth, Gigi. What am I supposed to do? Take my eyeballs out and turn the fuck around? That's what Eminem said.
Sometime about like rough times are going away or something like that.
That's a proverb right there. Preach. Oh Lord. From the Chinese God.
I'm ready to topics, Greg. This banter is not it. It's no.
I thought it was a great banter.
You think so?
Yes. So many laughs.
So many.
You don't feel at ease and ready to go into the show?
So what were the 3 questions? It was my go-to.
Your go-to at the Chinese store.
My favorite Chinese food store.
And your what was your favorite fortune cookie message?
Got it.
You ever been to a Chinese store and you just walked away because you just like, nah, something ain't right here?
Yo, I've done that in a few stores.
For real?
Yeah, especially if like, well, one, the smell starts it all. Mm-hmm. Like if I walk in and it's smelling like, whoo, goddamn, that's already a red flag. Don't eat here.
That's fair.
Then after that, it's the shelf and the things on the shelf. If it look like them things on the shelf been there since 2019 or before the pandemic, that's red flag number 2. And at any point in time, they're keeping rodents or had cats.
The Chinese store on Monticello and Belmont, I don't care. I'm gonna say it. Mm-hmm. There was a dead cat in front of it. Mm-hmm. I'm walking to the place that we usually go to.
Yeah.
Come back, that cat is gone.
Yeah.
Never went to that Chinese store again.
Okay. Why can't you just believe that because it was in front of their store, they wanted to remove the cat from their store?
They should have kept it there.
No, but
they already know the stereotypes.
No.
They should have kept it there.
So if in front of your house,
they should have made a big spectacle of them cleaning.
You in front of your house, you have a home, Greg, and an animal dies in front of your home.
Yeah, nobody's thinking I'm serving cat.
The thing is that for the people that serve cat, they just eating chicken.
I never went there again. Never. Ever again.
It's okay. But yeah, that's this one time I saw a roach. Not at a Chinese food store.
Roaches is fine.
No, it's not.
Why not?
Because that's why there's exterminators.
I grew up in the hood. Roaches is a part of everyday life.
You want roaches in your food?
No, I'm not. Now if I see it in my food, that's different.
So you wouldn't think that the roaches wouldn't be in your food?
No.
Why?
Why would I think that? You might think that about everywhere then. You don't think there's roaches at McDonald's or Burger King?
I don't eat McDonald's.
You do eat McDonald's. Stop it.
I don't eat McDonald's.
Burger King.
I haven't seen
There
one.
was probably roaches at the Chinese restaurant we was just at.
I believe it because they call themselves number 1 and they're about 2011
number one.
Yeah. No.
And the roaches.
See, I understand what you're saying, but it's different when you see it.
I agree.
Like that time we was at Wendy's and you was like, and we saw like
those rats was just running across.
Oh
the car.
my god!
Just running, and we still got the food. So fuck out of here. Like you still ate that.
That wasn't
shit.
Okay.
That shit was just running.
I didn't go back for a while. Oh, that's for me.
No problem.
Wouldn't it be this to change it?
No, you gotta.
This?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's not. It's tight now. It works. Can we start the top?
It's tight now. It works.
Tight now, always right.
You don't like it loose?
I don't like it loose.
Okay. I'm done.
No, you're not, Greg. Well, I'm just saying that you have either underestimated the thought process of this woman.
You think I prepared.
This is too much.
It's every week, bro.
I'm ready.
The gist of this conversation is that I'm right and y'all wrong. Damn. Out of breath. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Convo 105 of Just a Conversation with Greg and Gigi. I'm the person that talks first. I am Greg, and I'm joined by my sister, Gigi. Hi, Gigi. How's it going? Oh, my God. It's been such a long time since we talked. How are you doing?
Hi, everyone.
Hi. How are you?
I am.
I'm using that.
I am.
I like that.
Because I can't tell you if I'm good, bad, indifferent. Mm-hmm. I know I'm here, though. Mm-hmm. And these days have been meshing a little bit together. And I do have an update on a neighbor. Yeah. Nothing too crazy, but there's an update on that.
His wife left him.
No, I actually saw her, though.
She look good?
She said hi to me. She a little thick, got a little pixie cut.
She look
cute.
good?
She all right. She one of them older women that give you like auntie vibes.
Got it.
But if I was probably an older man in my prime, I would probably take her down. But me, even if with my sexuality preference, she could have it. I don't really want it. She'll look like she don't really shave. Not saying that's a bad thing. Some people like, hair, and that's okay.
That's it.
She's very natural. That's kind of. But anyways, you want me to tell you? Okay, so I'm approaching the door, and as I'm approaching, I hear people talking. So at first, like I kind of like taken back, like I don't want to run into them. Mm-hmm. Obviously, it's already gonna be awkward. But for me, I was like, I'll just ignore it. Keep your eyes forward. You just keep walking. So I'm walking, and I happened to see his wife, and there's a man on the stairs that I guess it's a mutual friend, family member. I don't know who he is, but he's an older gentleman. And as I'm walking up the stairs, he looks at me and he's like, hello. And I was like, hello. And then me and her make eye contact, and she's like, hello. And I say, hello. And I'm just going to keep walking.
Hey, Ma.
All of a sudden, you hear from the background, like, a voice. And the wife and the man starts talking. And the man starts saying, you funny, Reggie. What you say? And she was like, he said he want to make sure his wife not outside cheating. I didn't say anything. I guess I said I just kept my eyes forward and I just kept walking inside.
I think I would have bust out laughing.
Yeah, I was like, this man is a fool. And then later on, I had saw him in the parking lot, but we didn't make eye contact, and I kind of just pulled off. I didn't really want to talk, but that was the update with that. A guilty conscience. You feel that? I felt that was a guilty conscience. I could have told her to go watch your man.
You should have said, last week my name was Sexy.
He was in the house too, Greg, ear hustling like I was like, where is he coming from? Hot mess. So that's that. That's the update with that. I've come to the conclusion that I'm okay if we never speak again. But if we do, I am more than happy to let him know that just don't talk to me. It's that maybe that's just better for us. Last update. Still no dick. Yeah. Yeah. Deep stuff. How are you doing, Greg?
We gonna clip that. We are gonna clip that. I'm good. I'm good. You know, chilling, working. Had to make some really tough calls this week. Just at work. Going back to Africa. Got my ticket. It's cool.
Can I go?
No.
Oh.
Why?
Wow.
You paying for it?
Yeah.
All right, then sure. Come on.
I can go with y'all.
Sure.
I just gotta pay for my ticket.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a place to stay.
Probably.
I gotta get my shots and stuff.
No, we're going to South Africa.
I don't even. Okay.
We're not going to like Ghana.
Okay.
So I don't need no shots. So I think let's go get that checked out.
Yeah.
Hope I don't got to do the malaria stuff again.
No, because you've already taken it, and it hasn't even been a year yet.
Yeah, you're right. So, but yeah, I'm going in April, which I'm pretty excited for.
Yeah.
Going to Johannesburg.
That's dope.
Yeah, second trip to Africa in less than a year.
Shout outs to you.
I know, that's fire.
Find out about your roots. No.
Sure.
You don't want to find your roots.
It's funny because it's when people find out. See, you're Haitian, right? Mm-hmm. When people ask me, you got what's your nationality?
Yeah.
Straight nigga, black. Mm-hmm. All I know, like nothing. There's nothing to you. Nah, straight black. All nigga.
I don't think so. I think if you did your DNA, you would find that you have something. Could be.
The question is, will I do it? I think all that shit is bullshit.
Okay.
Like DNA.com, Ancestry.com.
Why?
They can say anything. Yo, send me y'all DNA and I'll send y'all some shit back.
Yeah.
Yo, how can you trust it? How can you trust it in the world that you live in where you question everything?
Yeah, but for me, I think that wouldn't be my issue with the information that's provided. I think my issue would be, what else are you doing with my DNA?
No, my only concern would be
the information that's provided to you.
Yeah, because how do I know this is real?
Because they explain to you how they break down the DNA.
They explain things to us every day.
All right, Greg.
Nah, because you're not going to sit here and make me look crazy. You have been on this kick where you can't believe everything that someone says to you. You said this.
Okay.
So how could I possibly believe one of these damn DNA databases that if I give them my spit, they want to tell me who the hell I am?
Because the thing is that you could prove them wrong by doing the research that they provided to you.
How? Well, if I want to study science, that's fair. Bullshit. Yo, jump into some topics, yo.
Going to Africa.
I am going to Africa.
Greg's having sex.
Excuse me? What?
That's how you giving. You giving, I'm having sex. I'm giving, I'm lacking sex.
What? No, I'm not.
Greg's not having sex.
What is happening here?
Or maybe he is. Tune in next time.
Wow. There's nothing to tune into.
Where's Sky at, Greg?
Gave her away.
Update.
You don't hear the dog crying, right?
All right, relax, Greg. Relax. I was just trying to give him an update on our lives. Greg's still giving. He's getting his dick wet.
Wow. Jump into some topics.
This is what happened when you don't get no dick, Greg.
Oh my gosh. Anybody out there that wants to fulfill...
No, it doesn't work that way. So, no, please do not solicit yourself to me. I don't want it. Thank you, but no thank you.
GQAR.
Let's get into topics, girl. I'm sorry. See, he's a little too happy. You could see the difference in the energy.
Because I gotta bring the energy. You're a whole Dickie Downer right now.
Greg. I can make fun of me, Greg. You're not supposed to make fun of me, Greg.
I'm sorry, Gigi. I am here to support you.
That's just so trash. Whatever. What topics? Go ahead, Greg.
Me?
Yeah.
Want me to go first? Okay, so my topic is pretty simple. So we are in 2023, and I feel like everything from our, like, especially like our childhood and our upbringing is coming back, and they're just reusing shit for the next generation. I feel like there's nothing new being created. So on Twitter, so that they're rebooting Barney. Instead of having it live action, they're making an animated series, right? Hell, listen to the music that we're listening to. All of the sample, not only are they sampling the music, but the samples are super prominent to where you can even remember the song that it came from, right? So my topic in question is, do you feel like in 2023 there is anything new being created?
Yes. Every day.
Really?
Yes. I just think what's being promoted is the nostalgia and because if you think about what's being promoted, even think about the songs that we hear. These are usually songs probably on major record labels that probably already have the samples, that it's just easier for them to get that than trying to pay for something else.
That's true. I hear that.
But I feel like there's creatives everywhere. There's new music. If you want to tap into new music.
Can we tap into the word creatives?
Sure.
So what is a creative? Because do you consider someone who...
A person that creates.
Lord, I'm not going to do that to you. Would you consider someone who just takes something from the 90s and bring it to the 2000s, put a new color on it, paint it a different color, but it's clearly the same thing? Do you consider them a creator?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they still tried to put their own spin to it. It may have been the same, just like these songs that we're listening to, and even certain artists where we're listening to these samples of songs that we heard. Doesn't mean the song is bad. Sometimes the song be hit.
Okay. I agree with you. I actually 1000% agree with you. I think we need to start differentiating creators and innovators.
Why?
There's nothing innovative about just taking something and painting it a different color. It's already been done and it's already been successful. Only thing you're doing is just taking it and bringing it to a different time zone. An innovator is someone who's taking something from scratch, taking dirt and making a statue. That's innovative. And I respect all creators. I do. I am a creator myself, but I think I have more respect for an innovator. Oh, thank you.
You got like this.
Well,
It's like this little thing on your face. I'm gonna just let you see it.
it's facing you.
The camera like me. Oh, you took it off. It was like chilling right on your lip.
That's all right. And now she's looking at herself. Jesus.
Sorry. Okay.
But yeah, I just have more respect for the innovators than I do creators. I will put.
I can't say that because I feel like a lot of things stem from what you're inspired for. Just even think about hip hop and how it's evolved. Like everyone. Mr. Rap Money referenced this before. Mm-hmm. When he was talking about being producer and how he recommended producers to try to mimic or find I'm going to say copy your favorite producer. And then after you do that, create your own sound. And I think that with anything, when you're learning or trying to perfect anything, you look for what inspires you, what you're looking.
sure.
And so it may start off as the same, but as you can continue to create, you will start becoming in your own identity.
I understand that too, and I guess what I'm trying to get at is like, okay, a better question is, do you believe there's anything new? Do you think there's anything new to create?
Yes.
What?
Every day. Conversation, music, knowledge, like experiences. There's something new every day. Every day we talk, Greg, we find something new about it. Well, we don't talk every day, but every time we talk, we find a different understanding of who we are as individuals.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Absolutely. But to conversate, I get that. I'm talking about. Think about this whole Barney shit, right?
I don't want to. Did you see the documentary?
I did. My thing is though, if you look at television, look at movies, look at music, we're repeating the same shit over and over again.
Yes, and that's the mass media, what they already have control of. Why am I going to pay somebody to give me something new when I know that I have a catalog of content that you can literally repackage and we'll make money again?
How do you feel about that?
How do I feel about that? I think sometimes it works, and I think sometimes it's redundant, and sometimes it's definitely not needed.
Yeah, like we don't need a new Barney.
We don't need a new Barney. We didn't need a
new house party. We definitely
didn't need a house party. They could have kept them coming to America too. That could have went straight to DVD. And no one uses DVD. Like, no, but that's what I'm trying to explain to you. Like, it wasn't one of those that, it's in streaming. It's like DVD.
Oh, you just saying it just shouldn't have happened.
It just should have went to DVD. You should find it at Dollar Tree when you're about to pay. Sometimes they got DVD.
They do have DVDs.
Yeah, that's where you would find that. Yeah,
it should be really bad.
You know what's crazy? I don't know how bad they are because some of the movies I've never heard before.
Yeah, they probably belong on Tubi. Okay. This is the last part of this conversation for me. But do you think we have peaked? Yeah, do you think we have peaked in content as far as like?
No.
You don't?
No.
Wow, we are totally on different sides of this.
If I felt like we peaked in content, I wouldn't continue podcasting or thinking that I can even start my own channel. Because at that point, then now I just sound like a redundant podcaster.
But fair, I get that. My thing is, right, a lot of the shit, maybe I am talking about only mass media. I'm gonna stick with mass media because we both listen to underground stuff or things that's just not in the public eye, and I get that. Mass media, right? We talk about mass appeal. Now, I think as far as mass media go, a lot of shit that we see today is just literally late 90s, early 2000s, in my personal opinion, that they're taking, putting a new color on it, adding a new character, and saying this is new. That's what I believe is happening.
Yes, but you're also not taking into account that these are the same people that are running the companies. They still haven't let these innovators that you are saying to provide different ideas. These are the same old people that's saying if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And that is sad to me.
It's not. It's the world that we live in. It's like I lost my train of thought. Never mind.
It's like I fuck with Snowfall, right?
Okay.
I know about Snowfall.
Yeah, we talked about that.
It's a good show. But how many times we going to see a drug show? How many times we going to see a show about crack affecting black communities?
Okay.
Once Snowfall ends, I'm pretty sure in another year or two, there will be another show just like it.
Understood.
Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, why do we continue, and I put myself in this category too, like, why do we continue to allow these things to happen in media when one is not new and we've seen this story?
We don't control what's put out in the media.
Do you think we can?
I say that no, I don't think we can control what goes out in the media, but I think we can control what we consume, what's put out in the media.
I think it's a cause and effect.
No, because if I don't ever tap in or interact with what's been provided, it won't affect me.
But then they won't make it.
But that's the thing, is that I'm speaking for me, and we understood the mass media that people will watch it.
No, but I'm saying when I said we, I mean like think about we as a
collective.
As a collective. Like Snowfall is ending this season because nobody want to watch the shit no more. The ratings is just constantly declining. So they're like, why make another season?
That's why they're ending it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Same thing with like I'm a huge fan of The Flash that come on to CW. Numbers have been going down steadily. This is the last season.
I mean, how many times you can see how fast he run? We know he fast. I mean, how many times can we see him do something quick? We know he gonna get there.
I'm still entertained.
Just tell me what he might. No, I don't know.
That's what I believe we do control what we want to see in the media.
No, I don't. Not what we see in the media.
I think they only give out what we want to see, and I think it's the same thing with music. Like if women decided that you guys didn't want to hear about girls shaking their asses and being these video vixens, nobody would make those songs.
Okay, so let's be clear, right? Because I want you to understand that music in itself is influential, but we also need to take into account now what is influence of music that we're listening to. They're not the same. And so even if we think about back in the day, it went from positive and knowledge type of rapping to drug dealing and being with hoes rapping.
Because that's what we wanted to hear about.
It's not what we wanted to. It's not always. You have to understand that, like, it's a certain, how can I put this in a way that is going to make sense to the both of us? We didn't know that we would have liked trap music until it starts being introduced to us, right? And until it starts flooding into the airwaves, where every time you turn on the radio, you hear it. Every time you're trying to put on a radio stream, you hear it. When you're in a store, you hear it. Even to the point where even if you didn't like trap music, it is now that rhythm is in your head.
Absolutely, just like drill.
So it's kind of like mind control, even if I wasn't receptive to it. But because all these avenues where I'm receiving this media is being force fed to me, I now like this song. It happened to me when I was working at Foot Locker.
Yeah, but you're thinking about it from just your perspective. When I say us, I mean like as a collective, right? So we can keep it at your music, at your music take, right? Think about drill. I think drill is trash. Me personally, I think I hate the beat.
But you like the Fabio Foreign song.
I do like. I like that one song that Kanye West produced because it sound good to me.
But it was a drill beat.
But that's one song for me. The masses love that shit.
But that's also that's the same thing. That's what I'm trying to say, is that because it's been forcibly provided to us. Anytime we're listening to any type of free music that we don't pay for, we don't control what we listen to.
We do, because I don't have to listen to it. I can give you another example with the NBA, right? How the NBA went from back to the basket, big men being the premier players in the league, to now everybody jacking up 3-pointers. Why? The league recognized what a certain demographic like to see. They like to see niggas running up and down the court shooting 3-pointers. So what they do, make the game that way. Make all the rules for that now, so that we don't really have any big centers in the league. Like it's all everybody's trying to be Steph Curry.
But we also understand that time has changed. The game has changed. The players now are trying to. The thing is that if the players in itself wasn't trying to hit threes, same thing. Last conversation we had before with the whole video thing, that time I didn't want to entertain that conversation, was you see that these young ball players are automatically trying to shoot threes. They're not even worrying about the free throws anymore. So it's like the game for them has changed. So the NBA had to adapt to that. It's not vice versa. It is not.
I think
if no one was able to shoot threes, how can they promote that?
It's because I get what you're saying, and I'll counter it this way. I'll give it to you in the equation format. It's like what people want to see equals the product that we put on the court, right? Equals what we decide to promote.
I understand what you're saying.
And you don't get to that last part without the people saying what they want to see.
Yeah, but then you talking about maybe the newer generation, but these are longtime fans for the team. Sometimes I feel like even now there's more fans for players than they are for teams. But back in the day, it was the team, and it happened to have your players. So the idea was different.
It depends. Okay. Because they always marketed their players as the stars.
But you understood that you think about Michael Jordan, you think about the Bulls.
For sure. Yes, 1,000%. I mean, you think about Steph Curry, you think about the Warriors. Only person that you don't think about that is LeBron, because LeBron keeps going different teams.
No, but even with that, I'm just saying, even when you think about this now, like, people are no longer fans of teams. They're fans of players.
For sure.
So everything, the game in itself, how people view the game, how they view the teams and the players have changed. But back in the day,
I think LeBron is a great example of this equation, only because LeBron was the driver, and LeBron still can drive. Don't get me wrong, he can still dunk. But now LeBron takes way more threes. Because why? That's what the NBA promotes. That's what people want to see.
No.
What people want to see is they want to see niggas jacking up threes.
No, because
they want to see 150-point games.
I'm not telling you what you're saying, what people want to see is not true, whatever. But that's not why he didn't want to start throwing threes for other people. He understood that he wants to be in the best in the league. So in order to compete with the best in the league is to throw threes, not because Greg want to watch me throw a three.
That's fair. You know what? I'm not going to even put that on LeBron. You're right. I stand down.
I should have did my topic first.
Why?
I felt like at this point I would have been like, "You ready to go, Greg?"
We can switch topics.
No, it's fine. You got anything else?
No, that was it. I just think there's nothing new being created. I think everything now is nothing new in mass media is being created. Let me clarify it. I think we've seen everything that they continue just to reproduce.
Yes, I can say that there are things, even when it comes to scary movies, everybody kind of got an idea about the plot. You know what's going to happen. You probably have an idea somebody die. Yeah, and so you have that. But then there are some movies.
Like Cocaine Bear. I can't wait to go see that shit.
Oh, you're going to see that by yourself.
That shit looks amazing.
It looks really bad and a waste of money.
It don't. Not to me.
They took a whole movie and put it on a bear.
On cocaine. And he goes around killing. That shit looks amazing. I can't wait to go see that shit. Cocaine Bear, people.
So you have a problem with the Powers, the BMFs, and the Snowfalls of the world.
I don't have a
But you're about to go hand your money over.
Because I've never
seen a CGI character.
I've never seen Cocaine Bear in my life.
That doesn't even have probably lines. You about to pay them to watch a bear on cocaine.
Yes. Cocaine Bear. You ever seen what's the damn show on Amazon Prime about the superheroes? The Boys. Mm-hmm. Innovative as fuck. Because I believe if superheroes were real, that's how it would happen.
Got it.
You never seen a Cocaine Bear.
Why would I want to?
Why wouldn't you want to?
Okay, girl. Let's move on to my topic, because now I've realized that maybe it's not the sex. It's the idea that you're about to go see a bear on cocaine.
Absolutely, Cocaine Bear. In theaters now. What's your topic, yo?
So my topic, to give you a little background, is just about the dynamic of women and men in life and how I believe that men don't have a shelf life. I believe like their time frame is infinite and women have a shelf life. And it really also depends on what they want. So my question is, do you believe that women and or men have a shelf life?
What do you consider a shelf life? Are we just talking about bearing children?
Yes and no. It's more than that. So it plays a part in bearing children, but it also plays into the idea of a man at a certain age will always have, and I'm not saying women don't, but usually men are the people that are deciding to get married. At any point in time in their age group, they can do that. And even if they decide to do it at an older age, all they would need is a younger partner to complement them in order to get them what they need, especially if it's a legacy. But if it's not, they could live their best lives and still be able to settle down at any point. It's literally never too late. Even if you got 5 days, a man will find a woman that want to be with him.
So would a woman.
It's different.
How?
It's different for a woman because if a woman wants a child, her biological clock is ticking at a certain point.
That's what I'm asking. If it's about children, yes.
But
men don't have a shelf life.
No, not even that. It's more than that. It's also the idea that you've seen now in society, especially with online dating be so prominent, that older men are not really looking for older women. They're looking for younger women. And at a certain point, if a woman's not able to, what can I say? How can I put this? Because this was a really good conversation.
At some point, can women not have sex?
It's not even that, but menopause happen.
I get that. And so does erectile dysfunction.
Right. But that doesn't mean that the man still can get married.
That doesn't mean a woman can't get married.
Greg, I'm not telling you that a woman can never get married at an older age. I'm saying that in our years, from our 17 to like, I want to say up to 30, those are really our prime time.
For what?
To establish a family, grow.
So this is what I'm trying to understand. What is the shelf? What classifies or what puts you on the shelf when you can no longer bear kids?
No, but it's more than bearing kids.
For who?
The man and the woman.
I
don't understand what you're asking.
Because for Greg, I could care like, yes, I have.
You have a child already.
That's great. And I would say, let's say I didn't have a kid, right? If I wanted to date someone who was 40, marry someone who was 40 and couldn't have kids.
But that's different. If you don't want to have kids and that person don't want to have kids, then that's irrelevant.
So you are essentially saying the shelf life is equated to if you can or cannot bear kids.
Yes,
anymore.
but it also equates to that men usually don't go older, especially in the time if they ever decide to have kids. For a man that doesn't have kids, let's say a man doesn't want to have kids, and I guess at that point in time, and that woman doesn't want to have kids, then the shelf life is varied. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Greg. When you are a woman and you around the 20-something-year-olds and you outside, men are approaching the 20-year-olds.
Say that again. That confused me. I'm sorry. You saying that a 20-year-old man?
No, I'm saying as when I'm outside, if I'm outside and I'm around a bunch of 20-year-olds, not even 20-somethings, whatever.
Girls?
Women.
Got
yes.
it.
and I see how men are approaching them, they're not approaching the older women. They're approaching the younger women first.
You know why that is? Manipulation.
Greg, that doesn't change the fact that
That's a big fact.
Greg, I'm not telling you that you're wrong. What I'm telling you is that, guess what? They're still talking to them. It doesn't change the fact, even if it's the manipulation at first, they end up with the younger partner.
No. They end up with the younger partner because usually, like, let's keep it a buck. You go for the and I had enough. I've witnessed this enough times to where I see why older men go for younger women. It has nothing to do with a shelf life or kids or anything like that. It is simply because a younger woman will not tell an older man what to do.
Not true.
Yes, it is true. It is 1,000% true.
That's what you think, not always what you know.
But you could say the same thing about this whole shelf life thing. I don't believe.
You see, like, let's just even like movie scenarios or things like that. You have, well, I'm thinking about even like white men leaving their wives for their secretary. Younger women.
That's power.
What?
That's power. That is strictly power. A boss dating his secretary is a power dynamic.
These are the same men that are marrying their secretaries.
Power dynamic. Control.
So they're not controlling home?
No.
I don't see it that way.
That is a complete power dynamic. You already look at me as someone above you. Absolutely not. What do you
Maybe.
It's not it's the truth.
Secretaries don't always feel that way.
And then usually those are the ones that usually don't get any play from the boss. It's a power dynamic.
Still doesn't change the shelf life. I don't understand that.
Because
I feel like you're actually even agreeing with me.
I am not.
Because if you're saying that the idea that these older men are going to these younger women because of manipulation and a power dynamic, they're still going after them.
Then if you're telling me that a shelf life is not about childbearing and is more about mindset, sure, 1,000% agree with you. But that's not what I got. When you say what I'm picking up is that you're saying that a woman's shelf life is when they no longer can bear kids.
No, the shelf life is, like I said, I feel like a man can get married any point in time, depending on what his status is, because he has the capability to ask a woman to marry him.
A woman does too. For
a woman to ask a man to marry her?
I don't see why not.
That's not saying that's not the case, but that's not the norm.
The norm, you're right, it's not the norm.
So knowing that's not the norm, and if it's up to the men to ask the women,
reality, not how it should be.
That's a conversation that we're having, Greg.
Okay.
Because on how it should be, I agree with you.
Okay.
But what it is, it's what's really happening.
You're right. Okay. Keep going.
I don't have no more words.
I just think it's funny because we always argue actualities versus reality.
Well, this is reality. The norm is that men usually decide when they want to commit and marry to a woman.
1,000% true. You're
so
right.
Knowing that, and with your idea of power dynamic and manipulation, with what you're saying is telling me that men are more receptive to being with a younger woman.
I think they are.
So then that means women have a shelf life.
Let me say weak men are.
But I'm just saying, but then that means that women have a shelf life. It gets to the point where then outside of the greatest men in the world that I'll probably end up with, that...
Because I could easily flip that and say men got a shelf life when they need to go for the younger
But they
woman.
don't.
When you feel like you
a man could be 75 and date a 28-year-old.
Yeah, if that bit sometimes. So let's get into the maturity in the mind of people. If a man feels like I can't date someone my age because of what they might be expecting, then they go younger. That's a shelf life to me.
Maybe. Or that's what they're into.
And I feel like that happens more often than not.
So that means women have a shelf life.
And it means men do too.
But they don't. I don't understand that.
Because if a man, like, I guess in a perfect world, we date our age group, right? And we grow together, we build together. Like, that is the quote unquote, like, that's what we want to happen. And I think when a man can't find somebody on, not find somebody on his level, when they feel like someone who is on their level, I'm gonna put it this way: men gets intimidated very quick. We do. If a woman seems like they got it all together and we feel like we ain't got our shit together, we're gonna go for the woman that we don't think got their shit together. She don't want to be saved, don't save her.
Again,
that's a shelf life.
But that's not for a man. That's still woman.
That's man shelf life.
How is that a man? You just explained to me that he would go for the woman that is beneath him than above him. That's still a woman thing.
Because why
he still gets to decide.
You respect the man that feels like that the woman that is supposed to be good for him, he feels like he has no chance, so he goes for the woman that he knows ain't shit for him. You respect that man?
That doesn't mean that doesn't change shelf life.
For me, that does.
Okay, respect and the shelf life. Two different conversations.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, Greg. This is reality. Men tend to go for younger women, specifically when they are older.
But why?
Because of exactly what you said. We talked about things. You said manipulation. You said power. This still says for the woman that may be older, has everything, and knows what she wants, is more likely to maybe not find a man.
So let me clarify what I believe the man's shelf life is.
Okay.
Right? It has nothing to do with his output as far as kids. It has nothing to do with sexuality. I think it's a mindset. I think when a man feels like he has nothing to offer and he goes for the younger woman, that is his shelf life.
That's the problem, Greg. You're contradicting your thoughts. Shelf life means, think about a shelf, Greg. Think about a shelf.
Yeah, you putting yourself on the shelf.
No, think about a shelf. Even think about your shelf in the cabinets. Mm-hmm. The ones at the bottom you use frequently. Mm-hmm. As you go up, you probably use them a little less. And as you go higher, you probably don't even touch those. That's why they're all the way up there.
For sure.
So when I'm explaining that to you, I'm telling that as women are getting older, they are slowly moving up shelves where the attainable, the men that would have interacted, are now looking usually for a younger woman. So now I'm in a space where I have established myself. I know what I want. I have everything. Now I'm looking for my partner. You have now put me on the top shelf. Not because I'm unattainable, but because what is easier for you is at the bottom shelf.
Okay.
And that's what men always will have, that opportunity to use the first shelf, the second shelf, or the third shelf, or the fourth shelf if they choose to. But they can. You just explained to me how a man who may not be adequate for a certain woman will still find another woman. That's the thing. If a man decides that this woman, he doesn't feel like he's able to get her, he will then find somebody else. Doesn't mean he don't find somebody else.
I don't disagree.
For women, I can say that this man doesn't work for me and I want this other man, doesn't guarantee that he will commit to me. You can, as a man, you could commit to the wrong woman 100 times. A woman could commit to a man 100 times and never get committed back. It's different.
In today's society?
We're talking about the idea of... No, in today's society, nobody's getting married. Yeah. We're just talking about society and what we know. Men usually propose to women. So knowing that, not saying that women can't propose to men, but knowing that means that they have a more power dynamic in that sense.
For sure.
Means that no matter if I'm on shelf 1, 2, 3, or 4, you get to choose if you want to pick me or not.
Okay.
And by the time that I get to a space where I'm probably like 100% all about me, I have now been put on shelf 4, and I'm not attainable. You now start looking at the bottom shelf. So I am shelved.
I get what you're saying. I don't disagree with you. And I'm just saying that is one, For women, yes, that is 1000% true. I just think as a man, like what you consider, even though you don't consider it a shelf life, it is. It definitely it 1000%
where you
is
just
a
said
shelf
me
life.
like when you telling me that a man could be a bum, have nothing, but still have a partner.
A woman could be a bum and still have a partner.
Yes, but doesn't mean they're committed.
Doesn't mean the man is committed.
The thing is, that's what I'm trying to explain to you, Greg. What? Okay. I feel like I'm talking in circles where we've already agreed and now you're not agreeing with me. So I don't understand.
No, it's not that I'm not
agreeing. We've established men decide to marry women.
The thing is, the thing that we're not agreeing on is that you don't believe men have a shelf life. And I'm telling you, what you consider a woman's shelf life is completely true. But what I'm saying for a man's shelf life is true too.
Break that down to me.
Because when a man, for men, and I'm gonna speak for myself. As a man, I would feel like if I can't provide, or if I can't get to, wait, let me make sure I'm saying my words correctly. If I'm not able to, if I see a woman that like she got her shit together and I feel like I have no chance with her, like, and I feel that way because she has her shit together and I now have to look for someone that I can manipulate to think that I'm great. To me, that's a shelf life for a man.
But Greg, that's what I'm trying to tell you. You lose me when you say you're still able to look for someone else.
No,
that's what I'm trying to explain to you.
The thoughts are, there's two different
because for men, my thing is that you will always be able to have the option to be with somebody.
I agree with you. Separate.
So I'm trying to see what you're saying because that doesn't correlate. Like because you decide that you can't be with the.
What am I saying?
Because
wait, what am I saying is the man's shelf life, not the woman's.
Okay.
What am I saying is the man's shelf life?
The man's shelf life, from what I'm getting from you, is that a man feels like he can't get the woman that he wants, so he gets another woman.
No. He goes for someone less than. It's not about going for any woman. It's going for someone less than.
But do you understand?
I get that you're saying that it's still another woman.
Explain that to me in the shelf aspect.
Okay, so if I,
because you're now on the shelf.
If I was reporting,
now you're on the shelf. Oh, you guys don't see what we're reporting. There's a 4 shelf in his kitchen.
If you are confident in yourself and you're confident that you can be with any woman in the world, then you're going for the top shelf. Like, and I get based on, okay, you're going for the bottom shelf based on your explanation. You're going for the bottom shelf because I got the pick of the litter. I could go right there, but now when I feel like maybe these women are just a little bit too good for me. Guess I gotta go to the next shelf. You're shelving yourself.
No, you get to
you.
No, because
that is to you.
I need you to explain it to me like you're the glass in the shelf. You're explaining to me like you're choosing the glass in the shelf, and that's what I'm trying to explain to you is that men get to choose whatever shelf they want to choose from.
Fair.
So tell me.
I'm on the bottom shelf, right?
Okay.
And I think that if I think I'm great, right, I'm going to be on that bottom shelf, and a woman should be able to easily get me. A woman should be easily able to grab.
Listen to what you're saying, Greg. I am. Even as a man. And I'm not saying women don't get men, but the idea is that a man is going to get the woman, and that's not the thought process.
See, no, I don't agree with it.
I'm not telling you that my partner is just going to choose me and I'm not going to choose them. But what I'm telling you is that your analogies don't correlate with what you're saying, because remember, a man is the one that's choosing it off the shelf. If I'm the woman and I'm deciding, I'm going to see what man I want to choose from, that's different. You're still not explaining to me.
You don't think women get to choose? You don't think women ever get to choose?
I think we always get to choose.
Then how can you possibly sit here and say that a woman can't say that the man on the bottom shelf that men don't necessarily go up the shelves as they begin to deteriorate as men?
What?
Like to me, for men, it's all about their stature in life.
Okay.
If you feel like a man is a dirtbag or a piece of shit, then they're at the top shelf, are they not?
I don't know, because for me, men don't have shelf lives.
Okay. I just think men do have shelf lives.
And I'm not going to, well, obviously we're going to go back and forth with it. But what I'm trying to explain to you is that a woman can choose a man all day, but a man still, if we're using it in what we agreed on, that men decide to marry the woman. As a woman, I may decide to be with you, but the man will decide to marry me. Okay? Not saying this is the everything thing, but that's the consensus. That means that even if I choose you off of any of the shelves, it's still up to you to have to choose me.
And okay.
All right. So this only confirms if the man is the deciding factor in marriage, he's always the person going to the shelves. He decides what cup he want to drink out of.
I just don't. I don't agree with that. I don't think it's the deciding factor in marriage, only because you're only proposing if you know that the woman wants to be married.
Greg, even if a woman, there's many women that want to be married, don't mean they being asked, Greg.
I get what you're saying, that they still need to be asked. But my thing is, as someone who's gone through it, I'm not proposing unless I know for sure you want to be married to me.
Not true. And I don't know if you want to do this or not.
We can do this.
We don't have to do this.
I'm not proposing to someone unless I know you want to be married.
You explained to me that that's not even the case. That wasn't the case.
No.
It was after a moment in time, realizing that what you wanted.
No, but that wasn't the case at that moment. It's still, that still doesn't take away from the fact that Greg doesn't go and buy a ring or even have the thought of marriage if it's never been broached with her. Everything after the marriage and the proposal and everything, I found out all that afterwards. That wasn't I didn't know any of that stuff going in.
Understood. But I'm going to tell you that you still had to buy the ring and you decided to ask.
And I don't disagree with that.
And so that's what I'm trying to say. Greg, I could be with somebody and I could tell them that I want to marry them.
If she told me, I don't really think I want to be married, do you think I'm going to go spend money on a ring and still ask?
I don't know.
No!
Okay.
No fucking idiot would do that.
Yeah, no, I know some idiots.
You're probably right.
But yeah, no, still your decision. Because she could have, even if she was receptive to it and you're not, now what? Now you're just going to do it because she wanted?
That's fair. Yeah, some people do. That's fair.
Men get to decide when they want to take the cup off the shelf and use it or not.
That's fair.
Women can decide what shelf they want to be on. They may even decide the type of man they want to be with, but it doesn't change that if they are the traditional woman and they're looking for the men to ask, that's up to the man. Even if there's an ultimatum, it's still up to him.
Okay.
Shelf life. Greg, you could be 82 right now and still be able to pull.
I think you can too.
We don't know that yet, Greg. Because I won't.
I'm just saying.
First of all, I'm not trying to be alone at 82.
I don't think you will.
I don't want to be alone at 82.
I don't think I even want to be alive at 82.
Ooh. I want to see the world.
I can see the world.
And even if I have no teeth, I'm okay with that. Gum the shit out of this dick.
Wow. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel. Oh, can we go to do dialogue?
We're done.
Please.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. All right. So if you made it to the end of this show, especially after that awkward moment, welcome to New Dialogue.
Wasn't that awkward?
It was very awkward.
Whatever.
Where we just talk about things that we found interesting in the past week. And yeah, who wants to start it off? You or I?
You start because I'm trying to think.
No problem. So Don Toliver just released a full album.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was just a single that he was supposed to be releasing with WizKid, but it was a full album called Lovesick. And boy, that man knows how to make an album. It's kind of I think he needed to make it up to the fans, because that last album that he did when he was running around with Kanye, it wasn't it. But this album, ooh wee, this that album.
For Greg.
This shit hard.
I thought one of the songs that you sent me was pretty cool. So shout out to that.
This shit, the shit with Charlie Wilson, the shit with Future and Justin Bieber. Ooh. Yo.
Every time I think about Justin Bieber.
Nigga. It's sad. Nigga was harmonizing the shit.
I'm not doing that. Moving on.
But yeah, yo, shout out to Don Toliver because that album is fuego.
I love that. I want to say that I was better. My new dialogue. Okay, I made a playlist for my dad. And it's like all these songs that either like I know that he likes or song that reminds me of him. And when I was doing a playlist, Dance With My Father by Luther Vandross. Yes, I thought that song was so beautiful. And I automatically assumed, I was like, oh, it's the mother song. And I was like, no, this is about his daddy.
Yeah.
And I thought that was beautiful.
It's a really good song. That song.
Yes. Well. So with that being said, for you lovely individuals, for you guys that still have your parents, give them a call, send them a text, just say what's up. You don't gotta get all mushy or like nostalgic or too emotional, but checking on them, just say hi. Sometimes that means more than you know. And maybe at that moment it will be that way for them, but it will totally mean so much more to you if you are unfortunate not to have them in your life. So that's my new dialogue, Greg.
Good shit.
And did I have anything else? Well, thank you so much for making it so far this far in this episode. We had a really great time, very interesting thoughts, maybe a little bit of arguments that I still was right, but that's okay.
That she was wrong about.
And we're really happy to be here and to continue and recording
live and in person, even though we're late.
Or I'm always on time. So, Greg, you want to let them know how they can find you and how they can find us?
Yeah, you can find me. No, I'm playing. On Twitter at Greg Nelson 26 and on Instagram at Greg Nelson 26, and follow the pod at JustAConvo _pod. Hit the Linktree. Hit us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. You know. We out here in these streets.
I don't know why I just did that with my tongue.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know, and I'm sorry. I look so gross. Oh my God. All right. And you can find me, my amazing individuals, on Twitter at GCarly7, and that's GQARLY and the number 7. Excuse me. Well, if you forgot today, if someone didn't tell you today, if you thought you were getting some today and didn't, my friend, don't fret. You're going to come. I believe it. But in the meantime, don't forget to go be great.
Gigi.